Right. Open your exercise book. Let's see how much of that data your mind's managed to retain. Spike? Spike?
Oh. What? Is it breakfast already?
Spike, were you watching any of my subliminal imagery?
Yes, of course. Subliminally.
Fine. Your 0745 toilet break is cancelled. We'll do the testimonials. Remember, keep it natural.
What do you want me to say?
Read what's on the board. It's for the video presentation to the school governor, so it has to be perfect.
Whatever. 1789, the Treaty of Versailles, Sarajevo, they split the atom, Spencer Perceval. Hold on, but what am I reading? It just seems like answers to questions.
It is. I'll dub in the questions later.
Isn't that cheating?
Look, do you want to go on this numbnut or not?
Nimrod!
Hey, Marcy. Do you fancy going to the cafe?
No, too public. Your mum will be there. And I can't talk about this at school because we may bump into
Hello,
Mr.
Marcy. Shouldn't you be on your way to school, no?
What's he? What? Mr. Vong's staying with us for a couple of days. Mum says it's okay.
I'll bet she does. But what about your dad?
I don't know. I haven't asked him. Dad?
Woodlouse. Anyone else want some? No? All right, then. All the more for Daddy.
Did you just see that? Elle, wake up. Look around you. Your dad has completely lost it, which is obviously why your mum's gone astray.
Astray?
Invited Mr. Vong into the house?
Yeah, you keep going on about that.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. This is wrong. Mr. Vong being here is wrong.
He won't be here for long. He'll get bored and switch to someone else. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if he started talking to your mum.
You're disgusting, Elle Bannon. Don't you speak to me at school, and you will not be seeing me in that cafe again. Not now I know about the extramarital back-scratching going on there.
Back scratching? Back scratching? What back scratching? Mum, what's going on between you and Mr. Vong?
Nothing, Tovarish. Nothing. Nada. Zilski.
Mum, I know you've arranged to let him have Spike as a guinea pig in exchange for him going easy on Spike's homework.
Only because I told you.
But what haven't you told me? Why does Marcy seem to think you're having some sort of relationship with Mr. Vong?
Relationship? Ugh.
Back scratching?
Not real back scratch. Metaphorical back scratch. If you do not believe me, watch CCTV tape footage of day we formulated plan.
Mum?
Oopski. Double oopski. It was just innocent jujitsu move. That girl is so provincial.
She's also my best friend. And now she isn't speaking to me, and it's all your fault.
And Talia is sadder than a dying swan about it. See? Would do anything to help rebuild friendship with Marcy.
Really? Well.
Sir, I know it's Lancashire hot pot on a Thursday, but steady on.
I'm not headed for the canteen, Miss Desmond. I need to get to the Bannon house for something a lot more important than Lancashire hot pot.
Durkee, I have a surprise for you. And I will record it for posterity. Just wait while I rewind tape.
Oh, what is it? A supply of bugs and insects?
No.
Is it a wild bear?
Open it and see.
No! Oh, darling, how awful!
It's nothing, my wild one.
This is bracing.
anyone home? Hello? Acting head teacher, pupils, esteemed Board of Governors. Thank you for coming to let me explain my revolutionary new teaching method, the Vong Technique. A system that'll revolutionize our industry by cutting a typical pupil's time in secondary school from 6 years to 11 weeks. Meaning, graduates of the Vong Technique can be productive members of society holding down responsible jobs in industry, the government, or the military by the time they are 12 years old. Furthermore...
Vongski! It is over!
Sorry?
What we have been doing is wrong. So wrong. When two people who are not married start back scratching, someone is bound to get hurt. And not just because Talia has such magnificently long nails.
Mrs. Bannon, please sit down.
And so, we must part. Please, try to be strong. And I must also apologize to my wonderful husband, Durkee, and my very moral daughter, Elle, whose wise words convince me to come here today and put things right. That is all.
Elle, that was brilliant. I knew you'd do the right thing.
All done?
Duh.
Good. Let's go and eat some bark.
Please ignore that, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously a case of mistaken identity. If we can get back to the Vong Technique. The most remarkable thing about the Vong Technique is how it can turn even a substandard pupil like Mr. Spike Bannon into a borderline genius. The Vong Technique.
This is bracing.
Let me explain.
No, thank you, Mr. Vong. We'll take your presentation on board. I give you my word, it will definitely affect our final decision on who becomes head teacher. Meanwhile, we have a special assignment which we think you'd enjoy.
You do?
Yes, we've been looking for someone to lead a group into the Bolivian jungle. A group made up of all the worst pupils in the county. A rat camp trek, you might call it. Your video suggests you're that person.
I don't know what to say. You said worst pupils, yes?
Yes?
So, I can take Spike Bannon?
Actually, no. I see you recently gave Spike Bannon a B+ for an assignment which would appear to raise his average mark just high enough to make him ineligible for the Bolivian expedition.
Sorry I judged you so harshly over your mama, Mr. Vong. I know the last few days can't have been easy.
The last few days, oh, yeah, it's been hell, but everything's fine now.
And our friendship is stronger than ever. How are things between your mum and dad?
Good morning, girls.
Mr. Bannon, you pulled yourself together. And forgiven Mrs. Bannon?
Yes, totally. Utter forgiveness. Torrents of the stuff. Forgive mode, engaged.
Great, so you're here to get things back to normal. You know, reconnect with your wife, work on your trust issues.
Actually, I'm here for a breakfast burrito. With a giant side order of trust issues, yes? Delicious. Thanks, darling.
Oi!
So, anything happened in the civilized world while I was wild?
Nah.
Yes! I got a ticket to go and ride in a Nimrod on Saturday.
Nimrod. Nimrod, that reminds me of something I had to tell you. What was it? Oh, yes. I gave your ticket to Travis.
What? Why would you do that?
Because Saturday is day you are taking Mumsky to Russian ballet at Batley Town Hall.
So I don't have to go. Thanks, Spikers.
What? No! How? You can't do this!
Don't look so sad. You'll enjoy Swan Lake so much more than riding in a fish.